Well, we got to sweat through one more pretty hot day before finally some cooler air returns. We'll only be into the low 70s by tomorrow. It'll feel much more refreshing, about like what you expect early April ought to feel like, unlike the unseasonably hot days that we have had much of last week and over the weekend as well. We're updating weather and traffic throughout Jacksonville's morning news, continuing to watch what the markets are doing following the president's tariff announcements last week. We saw the massive sell-off Thursday and Friday in the trading days, and overseas markets are pointing toward a continuation of that early on. We continue to follow that developing storyline. Closer to home, faith leaders are calling on Jacksonville Mayor Donna Deegan and other city leaders to establish a affordable housing trust fund. Now, that would come on top of the commitment of well over $10 million that the mayor's office has already made toward addressing that issue. We're on top of this developing storyline as we move through the day. We're into the closing weeks of the Florida legislative session. House and Senate leaders have one job every legislative session, and that's to pass a spending plan, a budget bill. And the outline that both chambers have is about $4 billion apart. Tax cuts, and specifically where the cuts would come, being one of the main sore subject lines, if you will. And we'll follow that story here over the closing weeks of the legislative session. And continuing to follow the Clay County Fair, which is into its full week now and will ultimately end on Sunday. Much nicer weather, or at least cooler fair weather, is returning to Clay County and the agricultural fairgrounds also for the second week of the Jumbo Shrimp homestand here in Jacksonville. But a lot of other big events that are coming through the city, including a Chicago tribute band to start the week, and then the actual band at the St. Augustine Amphitheater to round out the weekend on Sunday. Everything in between is updated in our Spotlight story at WOKV.com and in the free WOKV app.